Good morning, Big Square, roadrunner.com with your morning horn of Z's, your sip of coffee. Just packing up here in Hawaii and on our way to Texas for the Bitcoin Ben meetup, largest crypto meetup ever. Perfect timing, Ben. What did he know? What did he know? Cryptos are booming, and it's awesome. Oh, by the way, the show went great. We took some video. I'll be posting that later this week. So much fun. It was a cross between the Crypto Roadshow and my old, singing in bars, American Pie over and over again. Crowd had a blast. Great fun. And we're going to do it again in Texas, so make sure you get to Texas. But let's talk about the exciting news of the day. Boom! Cryptos out of the blue start running. Yes, it's manipulated. Absolutely, 100% up and down. Who's doing this manipulation? I don't know. Could be the good guys, could be the bad guys. But we haven't had a move like this probably in, how long? Since 2017, December? That's the last time it felt like this. A lot of people who've gotten in over the last year and a half have never, ever experienced a move like this in cryptos. And they're probably going, oh, God, I got to get some more. I should have bought more back when Litecoin was $24. Yes, you should have. And you're going to look at this number and say, I should have bought more. And then it's all going to crash, and you should have said, I should have sold at the top. And then you're going to buy in again as it moves higher and higher. This dollar cost average in if you're not in yet, if you're not all in. Cryptos are going up because the old system's going down. That's the main reason why the cryptos are going up. The old system is dying and needs to die off. I had a long interview with Dick Allgaier yesterday on the beach, and we talked about all these things. And he said, well, everything will stop if the banks crash. Absolutely, they will. And then what are we going to do for gas and water and food, and how are we going to live? That's the thing that we need to get our heads past, is that these people created this system so that we are 100% dependent on them, on the system continuing. We got to get the balls up to say we're going to start fresh. I do think there's a plan, at least in the United States, and probably in many other countries. There are contingency plans for the old system going down. So I don't think it will take all that long to get up and running with a new system. A more sound system, a better system. And then we can take out the banks, the criminals. The best thing about it is all the debt will be gone. Can you imagine a world with no debt? And then we start fresh. It's Alan Greenspan in his book called it a creative destruction event. That's exactly what it is. I'm not saying it's a good thing. It's mass chaos. But there are people working on plans to rejigger the system. And we'll see how it goes, right? Let's take a look at some cryptos. Bitcoin broke that 4,200 number that all the tech traders were excited about. Somebody obviously bumped it over that, and then it kind of ran by itself. All the buy algorithms kicked in, and boom, 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 boom. That's the way this crazy game works. It's got nothing to do with reality. What's Bitcoin actually worth? What's its true fair market value? That's not how this game works in this market. It's all manipulation. It's all high-tech, high-frequency trading, high-tech bullshit, shall we say. But hey, that's the world we live in right now, and until that changes, we're going to ride the wave. And those of you, if this is your first crypto jump, get ready for a lot more of these, and they're going to jump from higher and higher amounts because it got pressed down way too deeply, way too low. Bitcoin was, 3,000? Litecoin was down to $24. It's up, 300% now. Snippy, sorry, man. We all warned you. That's all I have to say. We all warned you. Do not sell. He was trying to get some extra Litecoin by selling it $26 and going to buy back in the teens. And what did he do? He lost a third of his Litecoin if he gets back in. I don't know if he'll ever get back into Litecoin. I know he made some other moves on Bitcoin Cash and things like that, so he's not hurting. But it was not a good move, and that's where hodlers really shine. Hodlers always win in these unexpected moves, and if you're not in the know about when the computer market riggers are going to click their mouse, then you're not going to be able to time the moves. So what do? You hodl, and you take advantage of the times it moves up, and you hodl during the times it goes down. In the long run, you're going to win. No, you're not going to be, at ease at all times, shall we say. On the down runs, it's brutal. We just experienced one for a year and a half. I do think it's over. Absolutely. I've said it was over back when Litecoin was $24. I thought it was over because most people were saying, oh, it's going to drop down to 1,000. And they're trying to play that game. And the traders are trying to get out and then short and all that. And they got screwed. Of course, every trader, every expert trader is going to tell you, oh, yeah, I timed this one. Bull pony. He guesses 400 times, and of course he's going to get one right. So, yeah, don't believe any of them. Don't believe any of them. If you're a trader, get out there and do what you. If you need to do that, go ahead. I don't like the tax implications of trading, and they will come get you. They're gonna get you. But just hodl. This is a long-term game. Now is a great time to buy. It was a better time to buy 24 hours ago. If you're a hodler, you don't care. And I think a lot of, at least my followers, are hodlers, and our favorite coin, many of our favorite coin, Litecoin, is doing very well. How's Theta doing these days? I haven't looked at Theta in a while. Theta. So, 11 cents. Remember, you got 5 Theta fuel for every 1 Theta. Theta fuel was at, I think, 1.5 cents or 2 cents for a while. So it's basically double the Theta. So Theta's trading around 20 bucks. I mean, 20 cents. 20 bucks soon, but 20 cents. One of the undervalued ones that I'm giving away right now on the road to Ruta is Veritasium. If you can get your hands on some Veritasium, that would be a wise move. Up 17% right now. But it varies. I wouldn't say it's a long-term hold. Ultimately, it will be, but it's not going to take a long time for Veritasium. Veritasium is not going to slowly build type of thing. It's when Veritasium is needed, it's going to moonshot. And when it's needed is when the exchanges are called out for being criminal. And Veritasium moves in. In Cliff's data, it has the U.S. government coming to Reggie Middleton saying, we need to implement Veritasium in the stock market, the bond market, all these different markets. That's why it blows up so big. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, everybody should have a little Veritasium in their portfolio for that day. So that day it'll move from $13 to $13,000 or whatever it goes to, because it will. The use case will be in the spotlight, and that's the key to all these cryptos. What's the use case, and when will we need it? With Litecoin, the use case is as a means of exchange. We don't need it today. Nope, you don't need Litecoin today. The moment we do need it, the moment the banks go down and the governments around the world say, oh my God, what are we going to use as money? And oh, by the way, here's Litecoin and the Lightning Network, and boom, problem solved. That's when Litecoin goes 4-to-1 with Bitcoin, at least, maybe even 1-to-1. So yes, Litecoin will go from probably $100 to $40,000, $50,000 in a blink of an eye when something like that happens, when the banks crash and the spotlight is shown on cryptos. Now, which crypto would be the most likely to be used as a means of exchange? It won't be Bitcoin. Bitcoin wants to lock it up. They want that store of value locked up, so they're not going to do anything risky. Charlie Lee, on the other hand, is working with the people at MIT and the Lightning Network to make sure that Litecoin is available for the people when needed. Yeah, Litecoin is the right coin. Let's take a quick look at the news. All good stuff. Financial regulator approves 14 crypto asset agents. Bitcoin hits 4,800 for the first time since 2019. Top crypto markets see double-digit growth. Puerto Rico sees new crypto bank. Look at all these amazing stories on good things that are happening in crypto. Remember the last year, everybody said, oh, it's dead, all crypto's dying, and whatever happened to the government's not going to allow it to happen. And the government is allowing it to happen and will continue to allow it to happen. We're going to take out the criminals. There's a lot of criminals within cryptos. They need to be taken out. Pakistan central bank aims to issue its own digital currency. PayPal invests in digital identity. Everybody's moving into the blockchain, and there's not enough room for them. So they're buying their cryptos on these exchanges, and the exchanges don't have the cryptos. Once people start trying to pull their cryptos off, that's when it gets silly. So make sure you have your cryptos in your own possession. Absolutely 100% in your own possession. Okay, so now if you want to see what we did yesterday, part of what we did yesterday. Go to crypto viewing. Dick's put up an interview that we had on the beach about I was running an intervention. Oh, error playback. Maybe he took it down. I don't know. Anyway, go to crypto viewing, and it's the first one, episode 318, taking down the deep state. Dick gets schooled or gets his intervention, I think is what it says. Because I did run an intervention on Dick. Because he's so stuck in the past, the darkness of, we'll never get out of the banksters' control. We'll never get out of the bad guys' control. We'll never get out of the Illuminati's control. There's people who control us, who control all the grid lines and all that stuff, and you cannot be broken. I think it's bullshit. I think we do manifest our own destiny. We create our own reality. And there's enough people growing and growing and growing. The more people get involved with cryptocurrency, get involved with the Q movement, with the just breaking out of this matrix that we've been in, we can change our stars, 100%. And there are people, after talking to Christoph forever the other day, there are people working on changing the upper realms. The spiritual battles are going on as well as the terrestrial battles. So all the spiritual stuff that was piled against us is getting fixed and removed and renewed. So it's really good. And so if they're doing their work, you can do your work. Start spreading the news of crypto. I have onboarded, meaning got people involved in crypto, over 4,000 people on the road to Ruta. If everybody onboarded 5 people and got them to onboard 5, the whole multi-level marketing thing, this could happen really fast. Just think of your friends. If you have 5 friends that you can at least get them interested, watching it, give them a little bit of Litecoin and say, here you go. I want you on this journey with me. And as it goes up, they're going to say, okay, wow, how do I get a wallet? How do I buy this stuff? It will happen. That's exactly how onboarding happens. Start by giving them $1 worth of Litecoin on a paper wallet. Say, hey, here's some Litecoin. If you want to know more, why don't you set up a Coinbase account and you can watch how fast it moves or how crazy it is. And you can learn about it, and we can talk about it next time we're at a cocktail party. That's how it works. So if you get your 5, and then tell them to get 5. Show them how easy it is. Tell them, hey, just make a paper wallet, load it with $1 worth of Litecoin, and hand it out to your favorite grocery clerk, or the guy at Starbucks who's about to start accepting Litecoin anyway. Right? It is moving fast. So let's see how many people we can all onboard on cryptos. And pretty soon the whole world will be. But the more work we put in now in onboarding people, the faster it will happen. It's that simple. And the higher the price will go. But see, that's the other thing. It's not about the price of the cryptos. It's about the use case and how much we need it. Talking to Dick, it absolutely brought out how much we need cryptos. We cannot rely on these bankers to control our lives anymore. And it will be chaotic when it ends, absolutely. But at least this time, as opposed to 2008, this time we have somewhere to go. And that's a good thing. Speaking of somewhere to go, I got to catch a plane and then horse and buggy to Blanco, Texas. Blanco. We had a discussion. Was it Blanco or Blanco? And I think the answer was, well, if you speak Spanish, it's Blanco. And you speak, what is it, West Texas, is Blanco. So I'll find out when I get into town. And I walk down the main street and I say, where am I? But we're going there very soon. If you want to go to the show on Friday night, there are still tickets left. Click on Bix Weir Freedom Show right here at the top. It is a charity event for Litecoin Lisa's charity. That's her daughter Mia. That's me. There's everything you need to know about the show. It's going to be a blast. And how to get tickets right below. And it's at the old 300 barbecue, the back room. It's called the Back 40. It's a really cool place. So I hope to see you there. It's Bix Weir, roadrooter.com. I'll talk to you later.